You already done a few bike laps?
Yeah, I figured I had a couple minutes to kill while I was waiting for you, so I went and...
What kind of bike you got here?
Yes, this is the Intense Taser e-bike. This one has as many of our team parts as will fit, and the thing rips. It's a pretty much stock suspension as you buy it. So what we're gonna try to do is they just came out with the Taser MX. I don't think they've actually launched it or anything yet, but there's a concept of it online, which is a Taser e-bike with Olin's downhill fork and coil shock 170 mil travel. So we're gonna try to do the same thing using Fox stuff and make a homemade DIY Taser MX. But first we're gonna go ride this and see how it rides, and then we're gonna fit the new stuff to it and compare notes. But I've really only had it for a couple of weeks, so I'm new to e-bikes. I'm not a electric guy, so to speak.
My name is Limbo Rick. I go on the limbo stick.
Road coating the tires?
I went through some mud trying to unclog myself here. She don't like that. She's telling me she don't like it. I'll give you my 2 cents on e-bikes.
Give me all 2 of them.
Everybody's got their opinion. I'm definitely purist when it comes to riding bikes. Like, I would never not ride a mountain bike and have one of these things. I definitely totally appreciate climbing stuff, and a good mountain bike just handles better than an e-bike. Like, this is fun and you can do a ton of stuff on it and you can shred on it, but it's a little different. What they're super good for, I think, is athletes, because like I can ride it today on my supposedly easy day training and put it in boost and do some laps, ride some fun stuff, whereas normally if you want to go out on a, like, it's you can't really do a recovery ride or an easy ride. Any trail riding you do like requires a certain level of effort, so it makes it like tough when you want to be making sure you're resting and following a training plan, where an e-bike is like awesome for easy days or spinning your legs and still being able to ride something cool. It's also really good for getting around, like at a race. Like, they're awesome to get around the pits and everything like that. I think something like my mom loves riding one. Like, for her to come up this mountain takes like way too much effort on a regular bike, but she could do 5 laps an hour on an e-bike. So it's pretty cool for somebody like that to like see him out on the trail and enjoying it. I think maybe kids are getting like spoiled by riding them. Like, I see some kids that like won't go uphill unless they're on an e-bike or getting shuttled. And I
refuse to ride anything but an e-bike up a hill.
Like I said, I got this one 3 weeks ago, so it's like I've pedaled uphill my whole life. I've earned it, and I don't think maybe kids are gonna get spoiled. But at the same time, like, if they didn't want to pedal up a hill on a bike anyway, maybe they wouldn't even be out in the woods. So what e-bikes are really good for is you can do a lot more business, conduct business while you're riding. Makes you much more productive.
Our stock did what today? Does the board know?
Just started raining, it's a little muddy, so let's go home, mod the bike, come back tomorrow.
Getting the bike ready for the swap.
Yep. Got it pretty muddy, so you know, it's always better to work on a clean bike. But I'm known to throw a dirty one in the stand and start tearing her down.
What parts you got for the rig?
Alright, well, I've got them neatly laid out on the bench here for you to see. So I've got this, the new DHX2 coil, and it's the shorter trunnion, I forget the exact size, but that thing should fit on there. And then we have the Kenda Pinner downhill tire. So we're gonna switch from these Hellcats with a trail casing to a downhill casing tire. And we got the 27.5 for the back, 29 for the front. Now it has a plus tire on the back now, so we're gonna put a standard 27.5 tire. So that should lower the bottom bracket and kind of slack it out a bit. The bike's already feels a little steep, like I'm just used to riding a downhill bike, so I like something slacker. So I wouldn't mind that. And then we have the 40 that I had for my bike before we got the new 21 model. This is the one I was riding all off season. And the dudes from Fox Asheville made this custom air spring for it, so we're gonna put that in. That's a 180 air spring. So it has a 160 fork, it's gonna get bumped up to a 180 fork, so that'll also slack it out but raise it. So I'm hoping the bottom bracket doesn't change too much, being that it's gonna be a smaller profile tire but also a longer axle to crown fork. I mean, we'll just have to see. Here is the Taser MX on the Intense website. I think it's coming out later this year. I really don't know much info about it. I didn't really ask like permission to make this video. But I saw that it's a concept and it has an Owens coil shock and an Owens fork. I think the fork's 170 on theirs, but or 49. Like they said, it was just easier to make a 181 than a 171. It was gonna be a lot of work, so I took what I could get. But yeah, it looks pretty sweet. It has like the coil shock and the downhill fork, so that's what we're going for.
You got the crown on?
Yep, so we got the crown on. Now we got obviously on a downhill stem now, so I'm gonna put that on there.
What length stem you got?
50. Pretty much run the zero rise 50 all the time.
Same setup as the DH bike?
Yes, exactly.
The fork going in?
Yeah, so we got the bar and downhill stem, downhill crowns all set up. So we're gonna quickly change the air spring. So I'm gonna pull the air side off, have to tap out the bottom. Haven't done this in a while, but I don't remember it being too hard, so hopefully it goes right in.
Pop the air spring out?
Yep, got her out using adjustable wrench and some American sockets. And now we are we're re-lubing. You know, the old one's pretty lubed up, the new one's not, so we're just transferring that lube.
Show us the difference.
So you can see this one is 20 mil longer than that one. That holds her in.
Little C-clip?
Yep, C-clip, D-clip, whatever you like. We should put some more float fluid since I poured a bunch out all over the floor. There's a specific amount, I'll probably tell you, but we're just gonna put some in.
Got some oil in your 710 bin?
Yeah, I got the 710 over here, so we've got this, which has been in the shed for a long time, and I'm not 100% that this is the right stuff that goes in the bottom, but we're gonna put it in. I think off the top of my head it's 40 cc's or milliliters, whatever. Hell man, it's just lube, it don't really matter. We're gonna put it in the lower. Shit's coming out. And then
I don't let it drip out the bottom.
no, I don't think so. I think most of it, I didn't take it all out anyway, I just spilled some, so should be good. Then I need this little crush washer, and the bottom piece is a 10.
How tight are you gonna make it?
I don't know, a few hundred Newton meters.
A few hundred.
About that tight. Should do. Then back on top we're running 6 volume spacers. Shit. A ratchet would be nice now.
Oh yeah?
But this is what I have. Oh, could you go get the shock pump from the... Oh, there it is actually. We got the shock going in, which requires no mods because it's the right shock.
Shocker.
Shocking.
Quick break.
Yeah, we had to take a quick break from the bike build. We're gonna go try to sell the truck.
That's the only thing that's... But it's not like the whole air conditioning.
Sell the truck?
Not quite. A lot of people want to see the truck. A lot of people browsing.
Now what? Headed back to finish the bike?
Yep. He's gonna kick it around on the way home, talk it over. He gonna give me a call back. So we'll see about that. Back to work on the bike.
You gonna measure your sag yourself?
No, I'm gonna need your help.
How am I gonna vlog and measure?
Well, we're gonna measure sag now. We'll get right back to you. So we got 15 mil, and it's a 55 stroke, so it's like 26, somewhere around there, % sag, which should be good. I think maybe running a little stiff on the e-bike, being that I don't know how to spring an e-bike, but the bike's heavier, so maybe on the stiff side's good compared to a normal bike.
You ready to rip?
I think so. Looks good.
Looks cool.
We'll take her out to the trail tomorrow and see how she goes. Let's measure the bottom bracket height.
I'll say the BB's around 35 centimeters, 350 mil. Is it flat?
Yeah. Measure it straight.
34 and a half.
That's good. That's right in there.
What's it supposed to be?
I don't know what its stock is, but I think a normal bike's between like 33 and... Yeah, there you go. Normal bike's between 33 and 35, so that should be good. Alright, we'll take it to the trail tomorrow.
First ride on the updated rig.
Yep, so just rode it to the top. I think it feels sweet. I think it's gonna work really good. It's a little bit, I don't think it's bad, but it just took a minute to get used to the downhill fork having a 55 millimeter offset when the trail fork that was on it was 44. And I don't know why you want more offset on a downhill fork than a trail fork, but I always like the new 40's 52, so they're getting a little bit less, but I think it's maybe the amount of travel and the rake of the bike related, but it feels a little different with the different offset, but that's it so far. Everything else, like geometry feels good, the bike feels solid, suspension obviously feels better, smoother. So let's ride it and see what it's like.
How's the Taser handle Brutus?
Pretty good. It jumps super soft, so had to give it everything she got, but it was good. Felt just like a motocross bike.
How's Brutus feeling?
Dude, that jump's gonna be sick when it's packed in. It's probably one of the biggest jumps in the southeast. You gotta go up the Highland to ride stuff like that. So.
How long do you think it is?
Like 50 feet. But it's like a very predictable 50-foot jump, so it should be good. Nice.
The Taser MX.
There she is.
How does she ride?
So sick. I was really surprised how well it worked. I kind of just wanted to try it as an idea, but it rips. Like, the bike is way more confidence inspiring with this suspension on it. The weight with a downhill shock and fork just feels stuck to the ground. Suspension works so much better. So this is gonna be super fun to ride. I think I'm gonna be riding this thing a lot.
No need for a downhill bike anymore?
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a need for that. But this is a fun toy.
You gonna ride this more than your dirt bike?
Possibly. I don't know. We'll see. You wanna try it?
Yeah, I'll give it a quick rip.